speaking in a deep, resonant voice. Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the premier destination for in-depth analysis and captivating discussions on the world of sports. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm delighted to have you join me today as we delve into the latest developments from the National Football League. Now, let's dive right into our first story, which has been making waves in the NFL community. The Denver Broncos, a team that has been quietly building momentum, have taken significant steps to bolster their roster. The recent acquisition of Jaylen Waddle, paired with the emerging chemistry between Waddle and quarterback Bo Nix, is poised to create a formidable offensive duo. But what truly sets this story apart is the organization's commitment to retaining its top talent, as evidenced by the $5 million raise awarded to star cornerback Pat Surtain II. In a league where salary cap management can make or break a team's chances of success, the Broncos' ability to navigate these complexities and reward their elite players is a testament to the front office's savvy and foresight. And let's not forget the implications of this move on the field, where Surtain's exceptional skills will continue to be a cornerstone of the Denver defense. As we explore this narrative further, it becomes clear that the Broncos are gearing up for a challenging season opener, with a daunting 6-game stretch against some of the league's top contenders. But with their roster bolstered by key additions and a renewed focus on teamwork, there's every reason to believe that this team can rise to the occasion. The interplay between Waddle, Nix, and Surtain will undoubtedly be a compelling storyline to follow in the coming weeks, as these athletes strive to leave their mark on the gridiron. And as we watch this drama unfold, one thing is certain: the NFL is always full of surprises, and the 2023 season promises to be no exception. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We're diving into the world of sports now, and I've got a story that's been making waves in the baseball community. You know him. You love him. He's the captain of the New York Yankees, Aaron Judge. Well, it looks like Judge is dealing with an injury, and the team is still waiting to find out the extent of it. Apparently, Judge has been experiencing discomfort in his right shoulder, but only when he swings. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's a pretty big deal for a baseball player. The Yankees have been running some tests, including X-rays and a CT scan, but they're still waiting to hear back from the specialists. The team is hoping to rule out thoracic outlet syndrome, which would likely be a season-ending diagnosis. I mean, can you imagine the Yankees without Aaron Judge for the rest of the season? It's a scary thought for fans, that's for sure. In the meantime, the Yankees have been using Jose Caballero and Max Schumann in right field, and they're trying to stay positive. As Garrett Cole said, Aaron obviously means a lot to us, but unfortunately it's part of the game. As a team, you've got to figure out how to step up in those situations, and so that's what we'll do. I've got to say, I'm impressed by Judge's attitude through all this. His teammates are saying he's still the same guy every day, always positive and upbeat. That's the kind of leadership you want from your captain. We'll be keeping an eye on this story, folks, and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's a waiting game for the Yankees and their fans. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to share with you a fascinating story that caught my attention. You know how sometimes life can be full of interesting coincidences? Well, meet Chad Dallas, a 25-year-old right-handed pitcher from Orange, Texas, who made his big league debut for the Toronto Blue Jays in a recent game against the Atlanta Braves. What's remarkable about this story is not just Dallas's impressive performance, allowing only 1 run on 2 hits with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts over 3 to 4 innings, but also the fact that he was called up to the major leagues just hours before taking the mound. As fate would have it, Dallas was thrust into action sooner than expected, entering the game in the 2nd inning with a runner on 3rd and 1 out. But he rose to the challenge, inducing a flyout, walking a batter, and then striking out another to escape the jam. The Blue Jays went on to win the game 7-2, avoiding a sweep and snapping a 4-game losing streak. What the first find intriguing about Chad Dallas's story is the way it highlights the unpredictability of life and the importance of being prepared for any situation. One moment, he's waiting for his chance, and the next, he's on the big stage, performing under pressure. It's a reminder that our lives are full of unexpected twists and turns, and it's how we respond to those challenges that defines us. As the first reflect on Chad Dallas's debut, I'm reminded that success often requires a combination of talent, hard work, and a bit of luck, but it's also about seizing the opportunities that come our way and making the most of them. So let's all take a page from Chad Dallas's book and be ready to shine when our moment arrives. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep your head in the game.